I've been at the bottom of this kelp forest for 4 minutes, 240 long seconds without oxygen while life still beats through my veins. My heartbeat has dropped to 35 beats per minute. Numb from the cold water, I'm very calm. I don't need to breathe. Freediving is an entire lifestyle. It requires ironclad discipline and training. The only goal is to resist the irresistible need to breathe. Freediving teaches you how to know and stretch your boundaries. It silently opens the doors to a mysterious kingdom and offers privileged access to the wonders under the water. My name is Laurent. I'm 33 years old. Oceans fascinate me, and I've explored them through freediving for 10 years. I first thought about this Antarctic underwater expedition in the town of Brest, the dream of a lifetime. I will share this adventure with my friends Olivier, a diver from the age of 12, and Tanguy, who dreams of introducing freediving to all of Brittany. We'll watch over each other. We have come to the Antarctic seeking the holy grail of freedivers, to swim in extreme conditions with whales and the largest marine mammals in the southern seas. Puerto Williams in Chile is the world's southernmost marina. It's the starting point for our journey to the White Continent.
Tell me when we can untie the front. Okay, bye. Okay, Jean-Yves, we've cast off.
It's far, but it's beautiful.
En route to the Antarctica. To adventure.
I've been preparing this trip for a year, joined by a few people who dream of Antarctica. My father Joel, who will be our photographer, and the great Jacques, our underwater safety. To bring us to the shores of Grahamland, 900 kilometers away, we'll be guided by our friend Jean-Yves, captain of l'Île d'Elle. As an appetizer, the mythical Cape Horn gives us a wet passage. Finally, the sea is surrounded by cold, the wind trapped by the mountains. We are in the Antarctic Peninsula, the breathtaking portal to a continent that seems condemned to eternal rigidity. Low clouds and temperatures locked at -10 degrees give us a cold welcome. Yet this is summer, the period when life abounds in this part of the world.
The first anchorage. 40 meters. 60. 60 meters. Just about.
Our wetsuits are stored outside. To put them on, we pour in hot water to fight the cold. A hint of warmth steals into the neoprene. Though we are certified free divers used to Brittany's cold, here we have to face a truly glacial sea. Who wants some water in their suit? The first animals are close by. I'm eager to join them and test our special double-layered wetsuits for extreme cold. Any tiny bit of land left by the ice is taken over by a very active group of fur seals. They have probably never shared their cove with divers. curious, they come frolicking around us. They're really hard to follow. We're a bit bundled up in our rubber skins. After an hour, we're completely frozen, but happy to have played with these bubble-crowned rockets. They're the first mammals we've seen so far.
Wow, what a festival.
See how fast she moves in the water. Unbelievable.
And not much water either. Sometimes there's just this much water and she can somersault to turn. We're trembling with joy.
A little cold, I think. Really great. Well done.
Yeah, it was great.
Let's go get warmed up, guys.
Let's go.
Mission accomplished. Return to base.
Done.
Wonderful.
We're going to warm up a bit.
Ouais, ça caille.
Yeah, it's freezing. We head south for Enterprise Bay. We have to find sheltered anchorage as the sky looks threatening.
Regarde là, juste sur la pointe.
Look right at the point. Cool.
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinary. Yes, magnificent.
It really feels like we're in the mountains. Sheltered by slopes rising 2,000 meters high, we drop anchor alongside a boat that hasn't moved since 1906. The sleeping wreck of the Norwegian whaler Gervenen.
Don't fall in. We won't come get you.
This first snowfall won't dampen our spirits. Soon after being anchored near this piece of history, everyone is watertight and ready for the first real free diving. The cargo ship's propeller is in 18 meters of 1 degree water. At that temperature, recovery between 2 dives is very complicated. You have to concentrate carefully and be very relaxed to get through this sunken metal mass. Breathing exercises help our bodies get used to immersion. Internally, we transform ourselves into marine mammals. Inhale. Slow down our pulse. Exhale. The immersive reflex. Visualize a return to the womb. The sea is calm, the wind has dropped, and the wreck is ours. This rusted, algae-encrusted ghost bears final testament to a once flourishing industry, when dozens of Norwegian ships like this one reduced the Antarctic whale population. Today, The remains of the final victims from an obsolete hunt mingle with that of their old nemesis. The cold finally penetrates our wetsuits. In spite of our excellent physical preparation, it's insistent and sends us back to the surface. You want to come up, Tanguy?
I think I crossed the limit of the senses there.
I wasn't bothered about being cold and going down. And once you're moving in the water, I don't know if it's just the joy of being in or because you're moving more, but it was great just to dive down. Even if it affects the free diving time, how long you're comfortable underwater. Anyway, I felt good in the water. Even the last free dives when we were cold at the whale bones, I felt good.
Spending 2 hours in the water comes with a heavy price.
First of all, who still has some blood in their fingertips?
The glucose test that measures blood sugar levels shows what the cold has done. With one number, this empirical measure shows the energy consumed during one free dive.
You were at how much, 100?
109, 110? I don't know.
37.
37?
Impossible. The device has reached its limit. We clearly have hypoglycemia.
Gotta find some.
No blood.
Yep, no more blood.
Do this.
Oh yeah, that's good.
$58. Oh, yeah.
I was at 109. Now it's 58.
A big dive.
We used a lot.
Here's the stew.
So we see. It was beautiful at the bottom. I was waiting down there for you.
Was it beautiful?
Yes.
There are a lot of colors.
It was great.
I'm wondering about something. You dive as a team. Do you rely on each other's trust?
Of course. We're a bit more worried here than in Brittany, even though we see some magnificent things. So yeah, I think we don't forget the safety rules we always use. Someone's always on the surface. We watch who goes out.
With Olivier, we watch each other.
We know each other.
We know where we're going. A night dive makes things even more fantastical. Everything looks different.
You
sense the cold differently at night. You're looking for light and there isn't any. So you're trying to see and you forget about the water's temperature.
We look for each other, the lit-up leader. Since you can't see people as well, you tend to watch for them more. I think that goes with the sensations you feel at the bottom.
What's also beautiful are the colors, which are all intensified. It's an explosion of senses and it's crazy.
Is that snow I see?
What a great wreck.
Wow, at night it's fantastic.
Great.
And that lovely little fish was cool.
What an atmosphere.
I love it. This morning, the sun has finally burned through the cloud cover, revealing a magnificent landscape. Jean-Yves hasn't spent the night in the water and can get up early. We stay in our warm sleeping bags, dreaming of whales all around us.
How are you, Jacques?
Sunny.
It will give the icebergs some great colors.
I know.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Let's put everything out to dry.
You dry it?
It's more warming than drying.
This little bit of sun is perfect for drying laundry.
I haven't yet tried this.
What is it?
Good for a private party, maybe.
Okay, Jean-Yves, it's cast off in front. Clear.
You didn't forget anything on the boat?
We start off in search of the giant mammals. As soon as we enter the Gielash Strait, we see a humpback whale with her calf. We're tempted to join her, in spite of the icy wind cutting through our jackets. But the whale protects her young and cools our enthusiasm with an energetic wave. Patience. We keep heading south. Jean-Yves brings us to Salpêtrière Bay, to a place called the Iceberg Cemetery. There are hundreds of these giants. This fabulous place is the kingdom of the leopard seal, who loves the icy drifts. We cross close to the water's surface so we don't miss any of this stunning landscape. The wind rises in this icy chaos. Our only landmark is our will, and we're impatient to get in the water. This is incredible. It's really beautiful here.
Where is he?
Over there. I don't know if it's a leopard, a waddell, or what, but there is one. We'll circle around, come in softly and gently by rowing. It's our chance. This lovely 3.5-meter female has seen us, but stays calm. We approach carefully, hoping to make her go in the water. The changing tide drags us into a conveyor belt of giant ice cubes where it's hard to move. It's siesta time. This great 400-kilo predator simply circles the penguin colony on its own ice floe, occasionally opening one eye to make sure his meal is still there. We are so close, aware of a magical moment and the animal's calmness, curious without being disturbed. All our senses are alert in an environment that could grind us up at any moment.
She doesn't want to go in the water.
Okay, well, we'll leave her alone.
Everyone goes home.
Yeah,
I think she partied hard last night, so she's resting today.
I think she's digesting.
Yeah.
An efficient and hungry hunter, this seal can gulp down about 20 Gentoo penguins per day. The penguins instinctively know it would be better to hunt for food once the prowling predator leaves, and for even more reassurance, in groups. Fortunately, we don't look like leopards. Our dark shadow doesn't seem to scare them. This hunter-hunted game follows a rhythm too fast and difficult for us. Antarctica changes at a pace that requires patience.
Celui-là, il n'est pas petit.
As we circle another ice floe, another leopard seal goes in the water. We are just a few strokes away.
The leopard is here. We'll go together, a small 5-meter free dive, and try to get her to come over.
He refuses to meet us and suddenly disappears. We decide to let it go. We take its place and dive along its icy island. Underwater, these washed-up vessels of ice, scored by icy currents with deformed surfaces, look like clubs sculpted with a million facets. The giant's hidden side reveals a symphony of light, transforming the surroundings into a multitude of mirrors, infinitely reflecting our passion for freediving. It's great. You're like at the edge of a cliff and sure, you jump.
Like you're in free fall.
It's all ridged. You want to stroke it? I love it.
Okay.
As our gloves caress the ice, it melts and rejoins the water. I would love to prolong our freediving, if only we could inhale the age-old air bubbles escaping from this wall. All along this endless slope, I am overwhelmed by the iceberg breathing in sync with the rise of the waves. Taken by the beauty of its curves, my ribcage emptied as if my soul had escaped to the bottom of my lungs. I go deeper, 25 meters, and I still can't see the bottom. After 2 minutes, the cold current circling the iceberg starts to anesthetize me. Resurfacing requires a lot of effort. I have to shake myself roughly to come out of my stupor.
I don't know the temperature, but
The water's cold.
seriously harsh.
The weather is changing, but it doesn't matter. For us, the sea is just as deep under calm or rough seas, and this magical moment keeps us close to this jewel.
Did you guys notice it's snowing?
Suddenly, the temperature drops, freezing the sea. If the wind doesn't let up after an hour, we will have to break the ice to resurface.
Joel's saying something.
He says stop.
He says it's snowing.
Jean-Yves says it's time to go back.
I think he's saying it's snowing.
Okay?
Okay. We're at the lowest point of the storm depression.
It could get worse.
It's been getting worse for a few days.
Wind at 45 knots, temperature dropping to minus 15 degrees C. But mainly, it's the sea becoming too rough for us to dive, so we just plunge into our fresh memories.
You don't see the end of it when you're diving.
No,
You don't see the bottom.
that's right. It seems infinite. It does end somewhere, but we don't have the ability to go and see where.
Of course.
It's funny, when I was younger, you know, people say you can only see 1/8 of an iceberg above the water. For the rest of it, when you're young, you don't see it. What's under that?
Yeah.
And I often wondered about that. I never thought that one day I would freedive down the side of an iceberg. The storm still rages. Gusts of wind buffet us at anchor. The weight starts to wear on us. We pass the time as well as we can.
We'll have gained weight after this break.
No.
Not at all.
No, I don't think so. You guys are big eaters.
The freediver is falsely calm.
Falsely thin. Sleep well?
Yeah.
Did you hear the snow falling?
No, I heard you all walking on the boat this morning. 20 centimeters of snow have fallen last night. With the wind chill, it's now minus 20 degrees. We can only talk about being shut in and the exceptional conditions. The cold beats down our capacity and performance.
That's why you have to be physically and psychologically fit to come here.
To be honest, I'm not careful about hypothermia. I just push my limits. You're there under the water with your friends. You're careful, and it's a time of...
Exchange.
Yes, exchanges. And that's what this sport is. You come to do what you want in a place that fascinates you. So as for me, I'm super happy. After 24 hours without feeling the bite of the water, Jean-Yves finds a way to keep us in shape. We have to brush the snow off the deck. We take advantage of this forced rest period to keep a promise. 14,000 kilometers away in Brest, future explorers are waiting for news. This is the Antarctica expedition. Oceanopolis, do you read me?
Hello, hello?
Do you read us?
Yes, Laurent, we hear you very well.
Oceanopolis, we read you very well and eagerly await your questions.
Have you met any animals?
Hello, kids. This is Olivier, Alice's father. About the animals, we've seen several whales. Often the mother is with her calf. We've seen them spout and lift their fins out of the water. It was really beautiful.
When we got to Antarctica, we also saw a lot of penguins.
The animals came to you by themselves.
Yes, yes, the animals approached us on their own. A leopard seal came around the boat. It's amazing to see him move. He swims like a snake. He came to sniff us all over, smell us. So he knows we're there. And he'll be even more curious when he sees us in the water.
Did you swim with all these animals?
Hello, sweetheart. This is Daddy. Darling, we haven't swum with whales yet, but we hope so very soon.
Why did you go to Antarctica?
That's a good question. Why did we go to Antarctica? Antarctica is a magical world. There are animals everywhere. Humpback whales, leopard seals, penguins, to name just a few. We're in a very difficult world because it's very cold, and it's all that energy that enchants us, that beauty. Once we've seen it and it takes a hold of us, well, we can't think of anything else. We can only think of this frozen continent, this beauty, and we want to talk about it and share it. We want to convey it and protect it so that one day you'll be able to see Antarctica like it is today.
Really cool and very moving. We have to bring images back to them and fire their imaginations.
I'm 300% motivated.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really...
Okay, where are our wetsuits?
Our flippers will be burning. After 2 days out of the water, the whales seem inaccessible to us. It's as if the blizzard has chased all the animals away. Jean-Yves finally agrees to seek better weather by heading south to seek other encounters. Three days of storms in the La Mer Channel have compacted the brash iceberg residues. Sailing, which had been effortless, now takes a lot of concentration. Not the best conditions for creeping up on whales en route. We finally reach Couvreville Island, the kingdom of the Gentoo penguin. This is where thousands of chicks have been growing for several weeks under the watchful eye of the leopard seal. Hey guys, tell me that's not an invitation.
Si c'est pas une invitation, c'est quoi? On va les saluer.
Let's go say hi to them. We've been waiting for this moment for so long. We're a little concerned about being in the hunting zone. He must not mistake us for these strange birds. This young male seems undisturbed. Even better, by displaying his belly, he seems to view us as new submarine creatures. There are no barriers between us, no underwater equipment noise. dancing together while staring at each other. You wonder who's the more curious of the two. The situation gets complicated when the owner shows up. A female, nearly 4 meters long, who bares her teeth. She's a lot more territorial than her curious male and is quickly angered by our presence. Her aggressive technique lets us know without a doubt that it's time to leave.
Lâchez de bulle là.
It's letting out air.
Attention.
Be careful. I've never seen such a big female.
Huge. Watch out.
Maybe we should go back.
We can't let her bite the...
Allez, on y va tranquille.
Let's row back slowly.
Safety first. Okay, she's backed off. We can proceed.
She's right below.
Fais gaffe qu'elle mord pas le boudin.
Be careful she doesn't bite the side. That's the risk. Tap on the zodiac like this.
Dong.
Dong, dong. There you go.
We're turning in circles.
I'm going in. Stop rowing for a moment.
It's like a giant extra-large eel.
See that? They tried to grab a penguin.
Looks like it didn't work.
Did you see how fast the penguins got out? Some must be burning.
Il y en a qui ont eu chaud aux fesses, hein.
When the big guy showed up, it was something else.
Yeah.
Kinda tense, but...
I was really impressed with its size, first off.
Oh, yeah.
Then its head. An enormous head.
And she came right up with her mouth open. She could almost put the other one's head in her mouth. No, I think they're gone now. That was a great moment. I was saying to myself, this is really unique, really amazing. I felt so lucky. Thanks, boss.
Yeah, that was great. We are struck by these gifts bestowed by the Antarctic. Every evening, we relive the day's emotions.
He came right up to us with no hesitation. Wow!
That's right. He looks at you, and he's always turning his head.
Wow, things are gonna rock!
Exactly. He keeps going straight, but turns his head. You're always in his line of fire.
Yeah.
Always sees you.
When I was free diving there, I didn't move and she stayed there calmly, turning. She did her little dance there. It was beautiful and reassuring. The large one, she really wanted to get close. And she was half a yard away from Laurent once. On the surface, we came face to face too.
Exactly.
Pretty impressive.
I felt intimidated by the large female. I held back, saying, you know, she's the boss.
She dominates. Wonderful day, really great.
For 15 days, we've been tracking the spouts of rorqual whales, guided by the Southern Cross. Winter mixes with summer. The outside temperatures become uncomfortable, cooling our diving enthusiasm. We keep warm by tackling onboard tasks like fetching drinkable water before the entire world freezes over.
See that rock over there?
Yes?
I think it's at the foot of the rock in the green spots there.
Rising in the morning is getting increasingly hard. I have to use tricks to get everyone to leave the warmth of their sleeping bags. Olivier, whales.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've woken up Olivier so that together we can try a new technique for flushing whales from the mouth of the bay. Every new day promises the excitement of new discoveries. We think about what's hidden beyond the snow on the other side of the island, and the whales are waiting for us somewhere.
I'll hold the line, you put it in the water.
Today, the sea is calm enough to test the hydrophone that will put us on the whale's trail.
Just needs turning on now. Hear something?
Ah, je les entends.
Yes, I hear them. You want to hear?
Definitely. Excellent.
Sounds like a lot of them.
Yes, there are a lot of different sounds. Maybe they're talking to each other. We can imagine a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Well, now we know they're there. These sounds echo to the very depths of our soul. By following their song's direction, we go up the Girlache Strait. The whales have to come by here when they migrate north. The cold is starting to shut down these areas, opening new possibilities for encounters. On the deck, dizzy with the space, we scrutinize the horizon for the signs of a whale spout. The hydrophone doesn't lie. The sea is very calm. The whales might be resting right at the surface.
We'd see the spouts.
Unless it's snowing. Now it's easier.
Yeah, you could see 2 black domes moving, or 3, or 4. Anyway, everything's ready here. There's hot water, and the wetsuits are out.
Yep, all okay.
Just have to jump in.
Everything's ready.
There. Did you see it, Jean-Yves?
No.
She's just there.
Just at the point.
We'll try to go in. We're ready to swim among the giants, and we know that only freediving, with its ease and discretion, will keep these whales near us.
You've rounded up all the whales in the area. One of you must be a whale magnet. They like us.
After quick introductions, they invite us to the dance. How many are there? 3? Maybe 4? They all blend together and envelop us in their vocalizations.
We can hear them singing underwater.
Yeah.
They're going, ee, ai, aroo.
They're waiting for us to go to the bottom. We have to be at the bottom. It's the second round of the dance. 40 tons, capering and bowing. They draw us to the bottom, guiding us with their white bellies. In their magnificent obsession, they scan us with their huge fins, which barely brush by, fortunately never touching us. Such amazing gracefulness. Their song resounds within us like a call to stay underwater longer, to become a siren. But the current tries to separate us and tires us out. We have to breathe constantly, even though the divers call to us. We fight to stay with them 15 meters down, stretching our arms to imagine an improbable embrace. Blue soul, they salute us with delight, full of grace. During the 4 hours we danced with them, we were alone in the world. This is our reward. This is why we have traveled across 2 hemispheres to dive into glacial waters. Why we have made freediving our lifestyle that opens the world to us.
Incroyable.
Unbelievable. It was great.
That's a life changer. I can't speak, but apart from that, I'm all right.
Damn, they were this close.
You raised your arm as they went.
It was amazing, just amazing.
I can tell my daughter I swam with whales, rubbed shoulders with them, even touched them.
That was great. Great interaction.
It was euphoric.
Yes, the exchange.
We won't get that twice in our lifetimes.
The whales just finished me. I can't do any more. As a farewell, these whales show us the way. We start back north, along with the other legendary creatures we have met during this trip. The whales leave us with one certainty. The ocean reveals its secrets to those who know how to listen. There's no Antarctica without emotions. There's no Antarctic freedive without emotion, connection, osmosis. Antarctica will always be with me.
L'Antarctique, ouais, m'a tellement touché que
Antarctica has touched me so much. I'll always be in its debt. We've absorbed this beauty, and maybe we've contributed too by showing what we saw, showing its beauty to be protected and defended with our tiny freediver means.
Avec nos petits moyens d'apnéistes.